I'm going to talk about Game of Thrones. I haven't talked about Game of Thrones in the past, but I have feelings. And I was looking for like a timeline specifically just for season 7. I was like, what's like, come on, no one has this, but there's a million think pieces on whether or not there was more to the hot pie scene on episode 3. I'm like, okay, great, that's fine, and that's dandy, sure. Anyways, I did not like the majority of the season. I'm just gonna put that out there. A lot of it just bummed me out. I was annoyed by basically everything going on. So, like, even like the very first scene, which was fucking amazing, it was a cool scene. But like, even then it left like a bitter taste in my mouth. The first scene where Arya was Walder Frey. By the way, spoilers. Where Arya was Walder Frey. I was like, this is cool. This is, what should happen. But have you ever been taken out of a scene because it was such good acting? I'm like, yeah, Arya's great, but this fucking speech right now is so fucking good, and I don't believe it for a second that that's Arya speaking. It's like, I don't fucking believe that. Like, I never been taken out of the scene because the acting was so good. It's like, I don't believe that's Arya. And then, after that we got like Ed Sheeran, and that was fucking annoying. And then a lot of things annoyed me, especially at the very beginning of the season. I was like, Sansa, like, the problem with Sansa is that she has so many times where she was kind of built up as if she was gonna be this badass. Like, you remember the time when Joffrey beat her and then Tyrion saved her, and then she was like, oh, I still love fucking Joffrey, and Tyrion was like, oh, she may still survive yet. And I'm like, okay, cool, but that needs to pay off to something, and it didn't. And then the entire thing with Littlefinger where she puts it on and then she comes out in that black dress, and nothing happened with that either afterwards. It's like she got sold off, and so fucking dumb. She should have been the one to kill the Ramsay's girlfriend. She should have been the one to kill him, but it was fucking Theon anyways. But whatever, we still have Sansa's probably... I'm willing to let Sansa die. I don't care about her enough. I don't want her. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that fucking annoyed me was Euron. So Euron was in, 2-3 episodes? Well, I think he was in 4, actually, now that I think about it. I think he was in 4. That's more than half the season. But, he was supposed to be the big bad. He was supposed to be, here's the villain. The main villain of this season was supposed to be Euron, or at least that's what I assumed it was going to be. They built him up a little bit last season, even though he's nowhere near as cool as he's supposed to be, apparently. I don't read the books. I don't fucking know. But he was supposed to be the big bag. Also, he's kind of hot. That's just me. I have some men's issues. We're gonna get into it. Let me fucking tell you. Yeah, him. He was supposed to be the big bad, and then he was just fucking annoying. How has no one fucking killed you at this point? Literally, how has no one killed you? And then the Sand Snakes, I gave no fucking shits about the Sand Snakes. I was like, kill them off. It's sad, but not really. And then we got to points where I saw other fans of the show get upset, and I was like, are you really upset about this shit? Because I'm not upset about it. I'm actually quite pleased with how they did this shit, because this is actual what would happen, not your fan fiction. And that is when Arya and Nymeria met up, and I was like, this wolf is not going to come back with Arya. That would be fucking bullshit. And you cannot fucking... No, that's just not going to happen. And then it didn't. And everyone was like, oh, I wanted the puppy to come back with the... It's like, that fucking wolf is a head bitch, HBIC. No, she is not coming back with Arya. Are you kidding me? I was like, you are not going to do this. So I was like, no, fuck off, go F yourself. And then the same thing when Jon met Dany, and people were like, they were supposed to meet up and not be fucking, what they were to each other. And I was like, what part of anything about their characters showed that they were gonna meet up and be BFFs? No, that doesn't make any sense. I get it. We all had it in our minds of how these characters were going to meet up, and it was never going to be what we thought, but still, you cannot imagine your fan fiction coming to life. That's just not what was going to happen. And then they killed Olenna. I loved that scene, but one thing I really missed, right when Jaime walked out the room and the screen went black, I really just wanted to hear a thump. I just wanted to hear a on the table, and just but that didn't happen, and I was so upset. I just wanted to hear her crash on the table, but that didn't happen. I was like, oh, that could have been good. That could have been excellent, but that didn't happen. And then What happened after that? Oh, Arya came back to Winterfell. Bran already came back and weirded Sansa the fuck out because he's a robot. But Arya fought Brienne, and I was like, this is kind of cool, but like, okay, here's the thing with Arya. I like Arya, but sometimes I feel like I like Arya because I'm supposed to, not because there's anything worth liking when it comes to Arya, as her character is now. Like, back in the day, basically before the House of Black and White, yeah, there was every reason to like her. But then since then, which is when her fucking storyline went down to the pits, it was fucking annoying. Like, I didn't like her. I stopped liking her. Like, I sympathized with her, but like, I didn't like her. There was nothing else to like about her. She didn't do anything worth liking, She was kind of like, the way she was with Hot Pie was also fucking annoying. That's Hot Pie. That's your friend. Why are you acting like this? Anyways. But that fight scene was... I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I don't. But it was all worth it. Up until this point, I was kind of annoyed with the entire show. But I loved fucking Dany on the dragon, killing that entire army. And I was like, yes, it's so fucking good. I live for this shit. This is exactly what I wanted. And then... Jaime was a fucking idiot because he's a fucking idiot. And that happened. I don't believe for a fact that Bronn could have fucking went into that water and pulled him up in that heavy ass armor. I don't believe it for a fucking second. But, it's a TV show. There's dragons. I might as well believe the unbelievable at this point. But then we had this entire scene that I didn't really get because I felt like a lot of people were upset about this. I didn't understand when Dany killed Sam's dad and brother, and I was like, I don't really see why people are really upset about this. I mean, like, she just fucking kill him. I don't give a why do we care about these two characters? His dad's an asshole. Like, that was fucking made clear. We were worried that he was gonna chase after Sam and try to kill him beforehand, but like, that didn't happen. I do think 80% of it is because that guy was hot. Because he was attractive white man number 48. That's the only reason, because that guy was hot, but he chose to die. That was his own fucking doing. So for me, I feel no sympathy for that motherfucker. So no, I don't feel nothing. He dead, and I'm okay with it. And then at this point, we were getting even worse with Arya, with like her and Sansa fighting. At the end, we learned that it's like ploy, but I don't believe it for a fucking second, because apparently they was trying to show they filmed it where it was obvious that it was a ploy, that they were going under Littlefoot to trick him. But they didn't show it because they liked the suspense. But either way, it was fucking stupid. Why? Why go through all this? Just kill Littlefinger. Just kill him. Literally no one in the fucking world likes him. Just kill him. Do you need to do it in front of the lords and everybody and put him on trial and all this shit? Like, no. Go kill him, because no one gives a shit about him. You are fucking Lady of Winterfell. They actually respect you. They kind of just, they don't like Littlefinger. Now, this is just a side note, and also the other point where I'm like, I have bad taste in menses. I think Littlefinger's like really fucking hot. I don't think like he's so fucking sexy. I don't know what it is. I have a problem. I know that. I know what it is. And also, he's supposed to be small. He's actually not that, like, as a human person, he's not he's like 5'10", I think. So it's like, he's not that small, but like in my head, he's shorter than what he is. So I think he has like small man, like kind of this, like, he wants to show himself as a man kind of a thing. Like, whenever you watch a gay porn scene and it's like Johnny Rapid tops and he's like super aggressive, it's kind of like that, even though fuck Johnny Rapid, because fuck him, like, he's an asshole. But like, I kind of had that thing with like, that's what Peter Baelish would do, and that's what I would want, I deserve it. And he will probably kill me afterwards, but what's wrong with that? I'm okay with it. So anyways, I have a problem. So after that, I don't know if it's after, because I don't remember my ordering, but then we get this scene with Sam and Gilly, and like, Sam just ignored when Gilly drops the biggest bomb of them all. Like, you would think even in this like universe, that would be a big deal. If Prince Rhaegar just got an annulment and married someone else in secret, that would probably be a big deal, no matter who it was. And it's not really hard in that universe to put it together who it was. So I don't know why he didn't really think about it. Like, there's no way to connect it to Jon Snow, but still, that's probably still a big deal. And the thing that annoys me is when, we later get it where we see it, and I'll talk about it a little bit. Like, it was Gilly that found it, and I know Sam was supposed to transcribe it to like write it all over again in another book because those books were getting old. Gilly was the one that found it, and she's the one that should get the credit. And it was all Sam is like, oh, I transcribed it. And it's like, whatever. Gilly should have been in that scene with Bran, and she should have been the one that said, oh, it wasn't. It was a Nolan Targaryen, whatever. It's like that annoyed me. And then Jon touches a dragon and is like, oh, this is whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then we get Jorah back. And Jorah comes back and he's like, oh, I'm back. You know, I'm great. Thank you. Dany and him hug, and then he looks at Jon Snow and is like, oh, they're not trying to do this love triangle thing, right? They're just not trying to do this because it's like, you know, we know that they're nephew and aunt. We know this stuff. Like, just let Dany fuck Jorah. I would fuck Jorah. I don't even feel bad about that one. That guy is hot. I assume he has monies. He doesn't actually have monies because Jorah, but whatever. Look, I would fuck him. I have an issue. I also fuck Grey Worm. I'd really fuck Grey Worm. That guy's hot. Also, I love his music. Besides that, why isn't Dany just fucking Jorah? Just fuck Jorah already. He's great. He loves you. You said it yourself. Jon Snow is too short. It's like, go with him. Jon has a small dick. That's literally, I can't believe that's canon, that Jon Snow has a small dick, and that is his only, like, negative quality, because otherwise he's just too perfect. So they gave him a small dick. That is so fucking amazing. Anyways, so we get that. Love triangle, so fucking stupid. And then we learn that Cersei's pregnant. She's pregnant? Like, she could be pregnant. I don't give two shits. She's gonna die. I don't care. Like, I don't care. She's gonna die. And then we get the plan to capture a white. And I let it be known that I had this idea seasons ago when we saw our first white. And I was like, instead of just burning the dead, next time you just come across a dead body, just let it be a dead body in a cage, let it rise, and then take it to whoever, take it on a fucking, I don't know, a sideshow, and fucking let people know that, oh yeah, dead are rising and we need to fucking fix this shit. Thank you. But that didn't happen, and instead you have to go into a fucking army of dead to get your fucking dead walking motherfucker. And I'm like, no, I don't, no, he should have done this fucking 3 seasons ago. I don't know why you're just doing it now. Oh yeah, Gendry comes back. Literally anyone just, like, he served no purpose. It was just to show that he existed. Like, they could have chose anyone else to be the runner. They could have chose anyone else. And in fact, they could have just said before they went on the expedition north to go, oh yeah, Arya's back in Winterfell. And then he would probably been, I'm gonna go to Winterfell because, I want that. So, but that didn't happen. Probably should have happened. But sure, whatever, Gendry, he's hot too, I fuck him too. But then we get the sadness, the saddest death we ever gotten on Game of Thrones, quite frankly. And that's Viserion's death, the little dragon. I don't remember which one because the other two don't matter. Just the big black one is the one that matters. He dies, and I feel sad. I was like, oh, and he went into the water, and I was like, and then Jon went into the water. I thought it was gonna be something with, like, they were both, like, in the water that was gonna do something, but that didn't happen. I thought he was gonna be, like, he was gonna come out by, like, just touching Viserion, and there was gonna be some weird dragon, Targaryen magic, and the dragon was gonna fly out the water, but that didn't happen. And I was like, oh, that's fucking bullshit. But it was sad. But they captured the white, and it's fine. So they go down to King's Landing, and I'm like, oh, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Well, first off, there was a plot. Okay, so there was a plot hole. So when they killed. Okay, so when they found the whites, they found a little group that was there for no fucking reason that was separated. But they found the group, and then they killed the White Walker, and killing the White Walker killed all the surrounding whites except for one. So it's just assumed that one white didn't actually get risen by that White Walker, so it was another one, but it just happened to be that group. It didn't make much sense. It didn't have a lot to it. So I just, I'm just gonna there's dragons. I'm just gonna let it slide. King's Landing. Cersei's a fucking idiot because she's like, you have to decide not to fight for anyone, Jon. And Jon's a fucking idiot because it's like, I'm gonna fight for Dany. And Dany's a fucking idiot because she really believed for all this fucking time that she couldn't have fucking kids. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the difference now? It's like, I have to assume that she doesn't know what a period is, that she doesn't know what her reproductive organs do. So either she hasn't had a period since, that witch, or she just didn't know what it was, and she was like, I bleed every month. Oh, what the fuck? So there's no good way to fucking put it. Either she actually can't have a kid, or she's a fucking idiot. And seeing how the rest of the episode turns out, she's a fucking idiot. So then we get the big name reveal of Jon. His name is Aegon. Now, I watched this episode twice. And let me tell you, I swear to God, I heard fucking Lyanna, whatever the sister's name is, the mother, go, his name is Eddard. I swear I heard that. And it's like, I saw articles or I saw people tweet that his name was Aegon and it didn't make much sense. And I was like, wait, I swear I thought it was Eddard. I swear I thought it was Ned. And it's Aegon. It is Aegon, but I was gonna make a joke that his name was Eddard because it just happened to be Eddard that saved quote unquote her. And I was like, no, that wasn't what happened. We didn't see, but that's whatever. So as this is going on, as we are being told that for sure, like there's no even doubt in our mind, if we had any doubt, which we didn't because it's so obvious, that Jon Snow was a Targaryen. Jon and Dany were fucking. And I was like, no, why would you do this? Because throughout the entire season, they were like, Jon has these longing looks to Dany. And I was like, these two have no fucking chemistry. I didn't see anything between these two. I was like, Jon is just like, oh, he's like, whatever, she's fine, whatever. I'm just trying to stay alive. I don't really care about tapping that. But no, apparently he did this entire time. And I was like, great, that's fucking amazing. You're fucking your aunt. Have fun with that. You're gonna figure that out pretty soon. I don't have anything more. She should have just fucked Jorah. What's wrong with Jorah? He's great. He's wonderful. He's old man ass. You fuck that. That's great. You get that. But no, of course not. Wants to fuck Jon Snow. I'm so fucking annoyed with that. It's like, if I see the term Wincest one more time, I'm gonna blow a fucking gasket. That is so fucking gross. And like, people are like, that's what they did at this time. It's like it's what they do. It's like, sorry, the showrunners know that that's not what we like. We don't want that. That's literally the first reasons to hate and despise Jaime and Cersei, is because they fucked each other. And you know what? It's still reason to hate Jaime and Cersei because they fucked each other, even though he left, which I thought was great. And then it snowed and it was like, oh, that's great, that's wonderful, great way to show. And I'm not even being sarcastic, even though I sound very sarcastic, but seriously, what the fuck? I can't deal with that. She should have fucked Jorah. She just should have fucked Jorah. Anyways, so fuck Tyrion. Tyrion's better. But Tyrion knew that it's like, he said it himself that, yeah, you're fucking great. I would love to be with you, but that's just not going to happen. Anyways, Ice Dragon. So, final scene, dragon. I don't know if it's Ice Dragon. I think it's supposed to be blue fire, which I think is shitty. It should just be Ice Dragon. It's just like, it should just be a powerful enough blast that it just blew up everything. But we didn't see it actually hit somebody. So I would just assume that they are covered in ice. Now, the one thing with, well, like the weird thing with like a dragon when it comes to it is like, if it's a dragon that they're using to kill everybody, that's not actually going to add to the army, you know, because it's going to obliterate them, whether it like completely freezes them if it's ice, or if it just burns them like fire. And also, you don't want to throw fire in your, you know, army that dies with fire. So either way, the Ice Dragon isn't really it's not a good move to recruit for the Night King, but it's a good thing to kill motherfuckers. So, either way. By the way, I'm Team White Walker. I want them to win. I just want everyone to die, quite frankly, because I'm so annoyed by everything. God damn, that was like, I still watch it, but compared to most seasons, I watched this finale not really that anticipated for the next and final season, which is weird. For like, I was off the wall for season 6. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna wait over a year, but like, I just don't know how I was gonna do it. And then like, even this, like, I remember watching, because the episodes leaked and I sure as hell watched them, and I watched the leaked episodes, and then it was like, oh god damn it, I shouldn't have done that, because now I have to wait over a week now. But then this finale, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel the need to continue. Like, I'm good to continue, but I didn't feel the express want to watch it now. Which is, it's weird. It's weird, because Game of Thrones is a show where I want to watch it now. I want to watch everything at once. But I just didn't feel it for this finale. I think overall it was, I can't say it was great, but I think it was good. The pacing was so weird, because everything happened so quickly quickly this season because they just had to get shit done. But I still enjoyed it. But I was annoyed by a lot of it. Like, so much of it, as you can tell, because I love complaining. But, you know, there were good scenes. Especially the big wars that happened were really good. Did I mention they killed Peter Baelish? They killed Peter Baelish. I don't even know if I mentioned that. That was a good scene. Like, overall, it was a good scene, even though everything leading up to it was fucking stupid. But it's just, I got really sad when the dragon died. That dragon's not staying on the White Walker side, I can tell you that right now. That dragon's like ice dragon. I don't know if it's ice dragon, but I hope it's ice dragon. It wouldn't make much sense if there's like a thing inside his body that's like super hot and fiery that works. That's like, it has to be ice. It has to be ice, right? I don't know. God, now I'm thinking out loud. I don't know. I had a lot of feelings about this season. I had a lot of feelings about this show in general, but I think I got them out. So I'm going to end it there. Leave me comments about what you thought about this season of Game of Thrones. Tell me what you guys think is going to happen next season. Is Jon and Dany going to last? Is Dany pregnant? Please don't let Dany be pregnant. That's little fucking monster's not gonna work out. Who's gonna die? Hopefully Sansa, Cersei, Euron. Euron's dead for sure. There's no way he's not dying. Probably Jaime. I wouldn't mind. Who's the fucking, you know, Lord of the God of Light or whatever that's supposed to have the flaming sword? Yeah, we had that one guy with the eye patch who also I think is like really fucking hot as well. But is he supposed to be the fucking Prince Savior of the world? Like, who is it? Who is it? Ugh. God damn. Anyways, I need to cut this shit. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. And remember to have fun. Bye guys. I am dead inside.